This subject is far more interesting, bear with me here. Droids has been classified as some of the lowest forms of life, especially here within the Empire, instead being seen as tools to clean your tables, do your dishes, fix your speeder, manufacture a Star Destroyer or planet-killing super weapon. But you know what I think? I think that these metallic folk have so much to offer us in terms of their potential. Potential that we are underutilising not just with what they are capable of, but with their personalities, their passions, their dreams, and most importantly, what they can do for the future of this galaxy. I was wrong. Out of all videos, this is the one you choose to show up on?
Yep.
Well, you certainly don't set a good example for any droid, or this video.
Wait. Let me have a chance at this. I know the perspective of my fellow droids better than any other, and I could really help you out this lesson. This one's off the record, no orders from High Command this time, and besides, they say you're one of the more open-minded Imperials. Not to stroke your ego or anything.
Fine, but only one chance.
Thanks, Major. Greetings, fellow organic Imperials. My designation is KRM2, and I am an Imperial security droid.
They already know that.
Let me start off by saying that we droids are faster, smarter, stronger, and pretty much better in every way, and the galaxy would be a better place if it was only us, and no more.
Alright, Mr. HK. We need to educate, not intimidate. Take it one step at a time. Catch my drift?
Okay. Demonstrate.
Droids come in all different shapes and sizes, from small, medium to large, with each having their own unique quirks, niches and specialties. Droids have coexisted alongside us since the earliest days of galactic colonisation, spreading out to fulfill millions of distinct roles within the larger galactic community. Like KRM2 here, presumptuous though he may be, he still plays a role within the Empire at large.
Well, as I said, I am a KX series Enforcer security droid, built and manufactured by Arkid Industries. You can find us stationed all throughout many structures and military installations of the Empire. We guard, protect, and defend Imperial assets such as personnel, weaponry, and artifacts that the Emperor deems of great importance, providing security from enemies of the Empire such as thieves, smugglers, bounty hunters, and of course, rebels. While we do sport a humanoid appearance, don't be fooled by it. Us KX droids are capable of lifting several times our own body weight, and getting up to speeds most organics could not dare keep up with. These specifications we have are all very much necessary in order to enforce the will of the Emperor on the rowdy citizens throughout the galaxy who would oppose him.
We of course cannot talk about droids and not mention the Clone Wars, as droids were the major threat opposing the Republic during that time.
Roger.
Roger indeed, for it was Count Dooku and the Confederacy of Independent Systems that saw the potential of battle droids as a means to take on the Republic in a full-scale war, pitting them against the Republic's clone armies. Their frontline forces consisted of the B-Series battle droids from the B-1, the B-2, and the infamous BX-Series commando droid. Basically, B-1s on spice.
B-1s themselves were somewhat flimsy and disposable. Naturally being inexpensive and mass-produced, these guys often found themselves on the front lines, and were a major part of the bolt grinder that was the Clone Wars. They could wield most weapon types and had an interesting sense of humour to say the least.
Just fire right there.
B2s were the bigger brothers of the B1s, being much more expensive but with the added benefit of being bigger, stronger, and far more durable, being somewhat more straightforward in terms of their thought processing power and strategy, at least when compared to other, more intelligent droids.
The commando droids were incredibly dangerous and probably kept most clones up at night, simply due to the fact that they were fast, smart, and not afraid to get up close and personal with the enemy, being able to impersonate people's voices and infiltrate highly fortified compounds and military installations, even altering the course of entire battles. Unless the Jedi were about, then these guys just got cut up into ribbons.
Anyway, enough about these separatist traitors and scum. Let's talk about Imperial Droids. That's right. For all the organic Imperials preach about the superiority of their fragile bodies, they sure as hell love to use us droids to intimidate folk.
Very well. The CIS Armada made use of a vast array of different droid models throughout the Clone Wars, and to talk about them all would be an entire video in and of itself, so Let's move on. The Viper probe is one such droid model. With its incessant and borderline nightmare-inducing whirring, this guy is used for reconnaissance and scouting, tracking down and locating enemy hideouts, bases, and significant geographic locations of interest that may link to an enemy of the Empire. It's manufactured by Galactic Industries, making it the brethren model of the KX series. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. Those are faces only a mother could love.
Hilarious. While we certainly do not look like each other, unlike the KX models, these droids don't really see much action outside their specific niche. They have one singular blaster, 5 separate arms to grab onto things, and can self-destruct if worse comes to worse, communicating in omni-single Unicode to ensure that all important data they transmit doesn't get picked up by any prying ears and nosy individuals.
Jumping straight ahead, we have the Imperial DT series Sentry Droid. These towering metallic units put even the KX series to shame, both in terms of their sheer size, strength, and intimidation factor. The sentry droids are used for defense situations that require prolonged periods of guarding, rapidly powering up, and deploying to crush any adversaries that encounter them.
The sentry droids, however, do not possess the same level of intelligence that we KXs do, lacking any form of empathy or remorse, gladly following any order or instructions they're given, acting more like a pre-programmed machine instead of sentient beings. That being said, they can still talk and respond to questions, but I wouldn't bother trying to hold a conversation. Their personalities are awfully dreary. Trust me, I've tried.
The EXD series Infiltrator droid was a rare one to see. Commissioned by Thrawn himself, as their name suggests, they were used for infiltration and espionage, working best as a solo operative on missions that require use of stealth to get behind enemy lines, or to ascertain vital enemy intelligence. These droids were surprisingly durable, being able to take a hit and put up a fight, also being experts in acrobatics and hand-to-hand combat.
And finally, we have the Dark Trooper program.
Shh. Can't talk about that. It's classified.
Oh, right.
And last but not least, we have the everyday droids that most galactic citizens mix and mingle with on a daily basis. These are the droids that work, live, and spend time with those they care about, being able to access a whole variety of working opportunities that organics would also get, and also some jobs that are better suited for droids overall, like fixing the hull of a starship mid-flight for example. Protocol droids are one such droid type that can be seen in almost every corner of the galaxy. Being the most humanoid in their appearance, these guys are great at performing more trivial tasks that we organics would prefer not to do. Things like inventory and supply management, data wrangling, languages.
Can you speak Bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm as
Yeah, all right,
fluent in...
shut up. I'll take this.
Communication and being control operatives for military checkpoints or borders.
These guys display a level of intelligence and conscious thought unlike any of the other droids spoken about so far, as they are capable of telling jokes and have a jovial attitude. They will openly speak out and question instructions they don't feel are appropriate, and will happily insert their thoughts, ideas and beliefs into a conversation when the option is available to do so.
BD units were a very rare one to see, as not many of them were manufactured due to their parent company going down under, but their role was to be little explorer companions, capable of traversing all different types of terrain and cataloguing any notable artifacts or structures of importance. These little droids are also capable of free thought and express great emotional capabilities, but communicate through binary, which involve beeps, clicks and trills. It's a tricky one to understand, but even so you can still tell their tone if you're not fluent in it. And last but most certainly not least, we have the most recognisable and infamous droid model of them all, the R-Series Astromech droids. These rolling cans are the real handy helpers of the galaxy, as they are a bundled up multi-tool in and of themselves. Their main specialty is fixing and repairing things such as starships and even other droids, but they have found expertise in almost every other task like piloting ships, hacking, medical duties, fieldwork for militaries and of course, any crime you can think of. The Astromech can be found almost everywhere and make for great companions as they are very intelligent and display a wide range of emotional characteristics, expressing bravery and willingly going out of their way for those they deem most important to them. Another interesting trait that these droids have is fear, with some openly expressing cowardice or apprehension at certain concepts, and sometimes outright refusing to participate in something if they feel it's pushing boundaries. Well, I think that about does it for droids. What do you think?
I think they get the gist of it. Of course, you couldn't have done it without me and my perspective and immortality that you'll never have. Anyway, Major, I'm off to Grayson's Cantina, a saloon for droids.
Swift exit, huh? Hopefully this video has at least given you some insight into the role droids play within the galaxy at large. There are so many droid types, and trying to talk about them all would bloat this video out to an immense runtime. So, I advise you go and look at some of the droid models yourself, and who knows, you might just make a lifetime friend. So with that, why not consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing to start your journey into the Empire today, and with that, long live the Empire and may the Force be with you. Wait. Droid Cantina?